If you see this man on the street, you will hardly be able to guess the first time how old he is. Looking at his gorgeous figure, it's hard to believe, but he's 72 years old. Yes, you heard right. Exactly 72 years old. Despite his age, he has a lot of energy, a toned body, a clear look, and a desire to live actively every day. This is not fiction or a genetic lottery. This is the true story of a man named Matsumoto Kishou. And the most important thing is that its result is not an accident, but a system. Today, you will learn not just his habits, but the principles that can be applied today to slow down aging and literally rewrite your biological age. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So, let's get started. The first thing that catches your eye is his attitude to the movement. At 72, he's not just keeping fit, he's really training. Systematically, regularly, and progressively. His approach is not just to go to the gym, but to load the muscles so that the body receives a signal. We are still needed. We are still actively living. As we age, the body tends to conserve resources and turn off unnecessary functions. Muscles are one of the first. If you don't give them a load, the body gets rid of them. Kishou does the opposite. He constantly reminds the body that he needs strength. Practical conclusion: 3 to 4 strength training sessions per week is not a recommendation for the young. It is a rejuvenation tool. He pays special attention to the upper body, and this is not accidental. Developed shoulders, back, and chest shape not only your appearance, but also your posture, breathing, and even energy levels. A stooped back means compressed lungs, poor blood circulation, and a visually old body. He focuses on exercises that open the chest, deadlifts, presses, dilutions. If you want to look younger in a few months, start with your posture. Add 2 to 3 back exercises to each workout and watch how you sit and walk. But training is only half of the system. The second half is recovery. And here, most people make a critical mistake. They either overload or ignore their rest. Kishou understands that it is during recovery that the body becomes stronger and younger. He doesn't pursue grueling daily workouts. It gives the body time to adapt. Sleeping, eating, pauses between loads are not a weakness. It's a strategy. Specific advice: if you feel constantly tired, reduce the intensity, but do not stop moving. 70% stability is better than 100% jerks followed by a rollback. The next important element is nutrition. Matsumoto Kishou includes protein in his diet. And it's not about sports supplements for the sake of fashion. With age, the body absorbs protein worse and the muscles begin to break down. This is called sarcopenia, which is one of the main causes of body aging. Protein is a building material for muscles, skin, hormones. If you don't have enough of it, you literally age faster. Practice. Add 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight to your diet. It can be eggs, fish, meat, cottage cheese, or high-quality protein if you don't get it from food. But physical fitness is only part of the picture. Matsumoto doesn't lock himself into training. He actively spends time outside the gym. This is critically important. Movement should not be limited to sports. Walking, active leisure, new experiences, all this stimulates not only the body but also the brain. If you exercise for an hour a day, but you sit for the other 23 hours, the effect will be minimal. The minimum goal is 8 to 10,000 steps per day. But even better, add active hobbies, swimming, cycling, hiking. A separate factor that many underestimate is the environment. Matsumoto Kishou communicates with like-minded people. It is a powerful tool for longevity. The people around you form your habits faster than willpower. If you have active, developing people around you, you automatically catch up to their level. If the environment is passive, you begin to degrade. Practical advice: find a community. It can be a gym, an interest club, or even an online group. The main thing is regular communication with people who are moving forward. Now let's talk about thinking. Matsumoto has a positive mindset, but it's not about smiling for no reason. It's about the internal mindset. Age is not a limitation. Many people begin to age not with their bodies, but with their heads. They accept in advance that after 50 it's over, and the body simply adapts to this setting. Matsumoto lives with the opposite idea. Development is always possible. Practice. Remove phrases like, "I'm too old for this" from your speech. Replace them with, "How can I do this safely and gradually?" An interesting point is his passion for bodybuilding. It's not just a sport, it's a philosophy of body control. When a person is engaged in bodybuilding, he begins to understand his body on a deep level, how it reacts to stress, nutrition, and rest. This creates awareness, and it is awareness that is one of the main factors for a long and high quality life. Start tracking how you feel after eating, after sleeping, after exercising. This will give you much more than any advice. Another important principle is the balance between work and life. Matsumoto doesn't just live by sports, he integrates it into his life. This makes the system stable. If you build a regime that cannot be maintained for years, it is doomed. Therefore, the main question is not how effective is it, and will I be able to live like this for a long time? Make sure that workouts and healthy habits become part of your identity, not a temporary project. And last but not least, he's not chasing a quick result. Its shape is the result of decades. In a world where everyone wants results in 30 days, this sounds unusual, but that's exactly the secret. Slow but steady improvements always defeat sudden jumps. If you get better by only 1% a week, you won't recognize yourself in a year. Matsumoto Kishou's story is not about a unique person. It's about proving that the body can take much longer to renew itself than we used to think. His secret is not in genetics, but in consistency. Training, recovery, nutrition, movement, environment, and thinking are the 6 pillars on which his youth rests. Friends, what do you think about this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful.